That was a long crossing shot. That bird was way out there. I led him a long way and probably led him too far now that I get to look at Shotkam here. Today I set the tripod up, just a little miniature flexible tripod I have with a GoPro on it out in front of me, and I kind of regret that because I hate watching myself twitch and swat mosquitoes. Mosquitoes were terrible this morning, and I look like one of our local meth addicts where I keep on twitching and swatting and everything else. It was just kind of funny when you watch this and fast forward to see me twitching around like I'm on crack or something. But anyway, I'm not sure I'll use the tripod method again, but I don't know, kind of like it.
Well, good morning, guys. Welcome to King's Outdoor Life. I say morning when it's morning, but who knows when you're watching this. But anyway, it's Saturday morning, October 24th, and we're kind of in a gap here. Duck season didn't open for a couple of weeks. I'm going to South Dakota pheasant hunting in 2 weeks, and most of our dove have left out. I saw a few on the way in here this morning. We may try to hunt those this afternoon. But great time of year to do a little crow hunting. This is a fun thing for us. You set up the electronic collar, set up a couple of decoys or not. You don't have to set up decoys. I got one decoy out there I'll show you, but it's fun. I call it run and gun. You sit up here, you know, for 5 minutes in one place. They either come or they don't, and you either kill some or you don't, and you go on to the next spot. So, you know, coyote hunting and crow hunting is two things I've seldom gotten turned down permission to do. If you go ask a farmer, they all want you to kill their crows and the coyotes. So I got a bunch of places around town today. It was raining at daylight this morning, and I've waited about an hour and a half here to try to get out and scratch a few of these out, have a little fun, and I'll show you what I'm doing here. This is a cornfield, and I didn't even know we had this kind of storm, but if you look here, this cornfield is devastated, and I deer hunt this every year, and I usually, after they pick corn or beans, whatever they have here at the time, I'll plant a little food plot down in this little neck of the woods here. Anyway, like I said, I got one decoy set up here. I'll throw him back to the edge. And the one crow I killed, I shot at 3. The one I killed, I think I failed to activate Shotkam. And it was a great shot. It was about a, I don't know, 40-yard shot probably, because he fell way out here. He was high. But anyway, I got to call the farmer and just see what he's going to do. I mean, it's nothing to me. I can still deer hunt this even like this, but it's going to be hard to get in and out of with this corn like this. All right, where did that crow fall? He fell way out here in the middle somewhere. Yeah, this field is hard to walk in with all this corn down, but at the same time, there's so much food here for the deer to eat. They'll be in here for sure. I already have been. Well, All right, I'll look around for that crow. You'd think it'd be pretty easy to find. He's out here somewhere. This is one of those things where the genetics of the corn, they've altered to the fact they have very narrow stalks. If you look at these stalks here, you know, even halfway down, it's the diameter of my finger. When we were kids, you know, the stalks would be 1.5 inches across. Well, part of that bad genetics is the fact that corn, or excuse me, wind can blow down a cornfield now when it's not that big of a storm. I'm out here looking for the one crow I knocked down, and I cannot find him. You'd think a black crow would be easy to find in the middle of a cornfield, especially when it's blown down, but I guess he could have buried up under some of this corn here. I was just going to show you, there's the standing corn. Man, he had a great corn crop this year until this wind blew it down. I need to call him and see what he's going to do. All right, I'll look another minute, but I should be able to find that thing. Well, I guess they're not going to come in. So this is just a pasture. Let me give you some concept. This high line pole here, the big transmission tower, about 3 poles, no, I guess 5 poles that way is almost where I live, and about 3 poles down that way is where our farm is. So these transmission lines kind of bisect this area and tie everything together. And if you look across there, I guess you can say it's about a half mile as a crow flies. Get it? As a crow flies. Half mile as a crow flies to our house there. And let me say it again. Half mile as a crow flies this way to our farm, and a mile as a crow flies that way. Those 2 crows coming across here as I was setting up. Here comes one back. But once they see you, they don't come in. So it's almost better when they're not there. That's a hawk. It's almost better if they don't see you. If you can come in and not see any crows, you think, oh, I saw a crow, that's a good thing, but not really. So what I'm using here, I'll show you this. It's a Edge is the name brand, electronic caller, and all these sounds are free off the internet. I've had these things downloaded for years. I need to see if there's some better ones out there now, free, or pay for some, which I don't like paying for anything.
So no birds on the last stand, and on this next stand you're seeing me set up for here, no birds here either, and it started raining at the end of this stand, so that was my last one for the day. But I just want to show you another little setup here. I'm in a pasture with some briars and growing up stuff, so I can get out in the open and where I have enough cover that I can see all directions. So not a very good day for it today, but we will try it again later. A bad day hunting is better than a bad day doing just about anything else, right?
So here's this is my neighbor's. I asked him where he bought his new Honda Talon, and I told him I was looking for a Polaris or something like that, and he said, hey, I got this old thing in the garage. If you can't find what you want, maybe you want this one. So this is a Yamaha Rhino. He said try it for the weekend, and I am 99% sure I'm going to buy it. So hunted out of it this morning. Really like it. It worked out great. So 4-wheel drive. It's got 2 sets of tires for it, 2 sets of wheels, dump bed. So we got some few little mods to make to it, but that'll be fun too. So anyway, this little tease here, but more to come on the Rhino.